Hello and welcome back to the podcast. Macy McNeely here. Hey, I think I'm going to do a little drawing today on as I'm kind of talking and teaching. I'm going to explain it as clearly as I can so that you don't need to watch. But if you're in a place where you can watch, if you can, you're getting ready, you're doing something where you can kind of watch and listen, we're going to link it our YouTube channel for you to click and watch. I specifically want to talk to the people who feel like they've been burned or feel like that they haven't gotten what they needed out of a course or a coach or a mentorship or a mastermind. And you feel really frustrated by that. You feel like you've wasted money. You feel like you've wasted time. You've wasted energy because you're still not where you're at or where you want to be or where you thought you would end up at the end of learning that skill. And so I first of all just want to encourage you and let you know that absolutely nothing is wasted. Nothing has been wasted. No energy has been wasted. No money has been wasted. Every skill that you have is valuable. The more that I listen to content, the more that I listen to personal development stuff, I just feel like I keep hearing experts harping on the importance of skill. And if you have no skill or value to offer to anybody, why would they hire you? Why would they, enroll in your training, enroll in your course? Like it all makes sense, right? And so you are acquiring these skills and yet something is not connecting. So I want to talk about this concept of skill stacking. Skill stacking. It's really, I love thinking about it because you think about your skills like compounding on top of each other. Like you could think about is reading as a skill, a part of your skill stacking. You have to be able to read in order to be able to build and build and build. And I want to tell you a story about Becca. She's one of our Guide Culture School of Sales alumni. And she came to us at the end of 2022 and was feeling really defeated. And she felt like she felt very hesitant to invest because she had already invested so much and was still in the red in her business. So, and if you were to look at her, like back up and look at the skills that she had, you would think, oh, she has everything that she needs. She has what it takes. So what I'm going to draw right now, if you're listening to this on the podcast, is like chain links demonstrated as each skill, right? So one chain link, the circle right here, it is going to be social media. There you go. Okay. How many of you have taken a course on social media? How to make your grid beautiful, your bio, reels, content, copy, graphics on Canva. We've all done that, right? And then another chain link that she had was finance. So Becca is a finance coach. And so I would consider finance as one of her core skills. She knew a lot about money. She knew how to manage it. She knew how to budget and knew how to make her money work for her. Another skill that Becca had was how to create offers. That is a skill set in itself. If you have an online business or an online service provider, you have a skill and then you have to package it in a specific offer to be able to best serve your clients. And that is a skill set. And she had it. She had the personality. She was likable. I'm going to put likable. I think a lot of people think about like that being a natural thing that they have, their personality, that people are attracted to them. They're magnetic. They're charismatic. They want to be around them. Becca absolutely had that. She even had strategy. If you think about business, strategy is basically like just how you do something. It's a really fancy word for the process in which you go about building your business. And so for Becca, it was, the email list, the funnels, the opt-ins, the classes, the lead generating activities, right? She had all that. Another skill set that I kind of like to think about for Becca is she had mindset. If you're an entrepreneur, you know that mindset is like 80%. 80% of the game here, really managing your mind and thinking really positively and being able to separate the facts and the drama. Like I feel like Becca really was aware. She had a massive sense of self-awareness, and she had that chain link. And she had many, many more. Another chain link that I think that she had was personally, it's just like the experience. She's been told no a lot. She's taken a lot of action. A lot of people will have this idea and never take any action at all. And that is a lack of a chain link, is the lack of action, or maybe that's a chain link in itself. It's a very weak one. The action is a very weak chain link. And so if you were to look at this drawing that I have, it's like a circle of chains, but one is missing. There's one missing chain link. And if you were to look at these separately, you're like, wow, she has everything that she needs. She has what it takes. She has all the skills. But if you look up the definition of skill stacking, I'm writing it down just so you can see, of skill stacking, the definition is your core skill, which I would describe as her finance skill, plus a complementary skill or complementary skills that equal one valuable portfolio. Okay, one valuable portfolio. The problem with Becca's skill stack is that it was a lot of separate skills, kind of used separately in their own lane. But when she added the final skill, the final chain link of sales skills, that's what brought all of the chains together in one circle. That's when they all became connected. That's when it became one valuable portfolio, because sales skills are applied to social media. It changes how you do social media. It changes how you write content, and it changes how you communicate. Sales skills went into finance. One of the biggest important parts of sales and growing your business is being able to know where your prospect is and guide them over to your kind of island, right? They live on their island. They have their own thoughts. They have their own beliefs. And your job as the guide, as a salesperson, is to say, hey, come to my island and think and perceive things and believe things that you need to believe in order to make a decision to work with me. And she was able to do that. Sales skills absolutely applies to her offer. A huge part of creating an offer is really like understanding people. And sales skills are people skills. They're just developed people skills, which I'm going to talk about in just a second. Sales skills absolutely apply to mindset. One of the most important people to sell is to sell yourself. Sales is all about building a case of why something is true or isn't true, handling your own objections, and really selling yourself on yourself. If you don't believe, nobody else is going to believe. I heard a quote that said, it doesn't matter what you say. It matters if people don't care about what you say. They care that you believe what you're saying. And that is a huge sell to yourself on yourself. Sales skills apply to strategy. Absolutely no sales strategy works unless sales skills are inside of it. You know that because you have applied the same strategy that probably someone else has told you to apply, and yet you got very different results. The strategy is not the end all be all. It is the sales skill that go into the sales strategy. And lastly, sales skills go into your personality. What's so interesting about personality is that people think that everyone believes they're likable, right? Everyone wants to believe that people are going to like and enjoy them when they meet them. The thing about a talent, if you look up the word talent, it's really interesting. It says a natural marked ability that needs to be developed. And a lot of people think that their natural kind of authentic personality is a huge reason to work with them. And while that absolutely might be the case, there's no question that you are special and unique and wonderful. It is very important to develop those people skills into sales skills. You see, it's natural to want to be liked. It's natural to want to be the center of attention. It's natural to overshare. It's natural to want to talk about yourself. It's natural to be defensive when someone is questioning you or has an objection. All of those things are so natural, and they're not conducive to business. Developing those human tendencies into sales skills is what makes your people skills work. Sales is not changing what you do, it's changing how you naturally do them. That's how money becomes a natural byproduct of your life when you connect all of these skill sets with sales skills to make them all work. Sales skills is what makes your portfolio one valuable portfolio. You're no longer just the girl that can post really good reels that can go viral. You're no longer just the girl that knows a lot about finance. You're no longer just the girl that thinks really positively. You're no longer the girl that, has mastered the evergreen, strategy. You are a sales girl. And sales girls have the whole package. Sales girls know how to move the needle in their life and in their business, and they know how to do it in a way that feels really good and really natural. Sales girls no longer make it about their product or about themselves. They make it about other people. And they do that with their developed people skills turned into sales skills. Sales girls have the whole package. And so Becca, what ended up happening with her, she came to us at the end of 2022 when she was in the red. She got this last chain link. She hooked it on and she made it really strong. You're only as strong as your weakest link. And then in Q1 of 2023, she was able to do a $50,000 quarter. And I just love it so much because she had so many of the pieces. We just had to tie a beautiful bow on it and make it all work in her favor in one direction and with one portfolio. And this is what makes you stand out. This is what makes people be like, what are you doing? Who are you? I want to be a part of whatever you've got going on. And an example of this is Becca actually had a multi-million-dollar coach message her and was like, hey, you have a lot of strategy happening. You're way too strategic to not be working with somebody. Who are you working with? And I loved that Becca was able to say, I don't have a specific business coach. What I do have is sales skills. And the sales skills tied it all together. And now Becca has the sales skills and doesn't need a business coach at all times because she knows how to make whatever she does work. And that's on learning how to fish for yourself versus having a fish for a day. If this sounds like you at all, if you have a course graveyard of all these skills that are not really working for you, I cannot recommend enough to get into School of Sales. We close up cohort 37 on July 21st. That is a Friday. That is this Friday. And I just don't want you to underestimate what could happen for you when you just get focused on the right chain link. This happened for Becca, in around 6 months. Don't underestimate what could happen for you in a year. And I also just want to tell you that, coming in, not everybody has these exact results. Some people have better results, some have smaller results, but a lot of results kind of are a reflection of the chain links that are already on someone's chain. Like I said, reading is a chain link. Experience is a chain link. Being told no is a chain link. There isn't a certain amount of chain links that you have to have. The one chain link that is very important in order for you to get the most success out of School of Sales is to be in conversations with people, to be pursuing them, to be willing, and to be able to jump on a call, jump in a voice memo, and put these skills to work. The best content, the best ideas that I've ever had have come from a single conversation. And that conversation has been on group calls before. It's been in DMs. It's been on a phone. It's been on a FaceTime call. But the willingness and the effort and the time that you spend one-on-one with people is what becomes your message in your megaphone, in your marketing. If you feel like your marketing is not landing, I would love to know how many conversations that you're having, because that will be a huge reflection of the success of your marketing. So I really hope you enroll. We are fired up. This cohort 37 and cohort 38 are the last cohorts of 2023, and it will be the last time that they are at this price. The price is $38.97. There's a personal guarantee. We believe so deeply that you will have success when you give it a good faith effort, you give it your absolute all, and you don't have positive results, we will work with you until you do. And the reason we feel so convicted is that this really isn't for everybody. It is for the people that that are willing to be in conversations. That is ultimately like the most important piece of the pie. It is for the people that work really hard and take action and apply. And if that is you, it is for you. And if you feel like you're having all the skills except for that one, it is for you. So I cannot wait to welcome you into School of Sales. It is going to be such an amazing cohort. I'm so fired up, and we will see you in class. We get started in that first week of August. So we close enrollment on July 21st. We mail out the workbooks. We get everybody settled in their Slack channels. We get everybody settled in their labs, and then we hit the ground running. The second you enroll is the second you get access to all of your content. So you can go ahead and start consuming, kind of start getting ahead, being that star student that I know that you are. And then you can just shine in your lab. So let's get it going. I can't wait to see you in class.